So it seems like forever since the three of us have been together. And so I'm joined today by my wonderful co-hosts, Jim Wojciechowski and Jeanette Palmer. And we're going to have a great show. And we encourage you, please call in and participate, because a lot of the show is going to be some Valentine's Day trivia. So please call in. And Jeanette has so kindly offered some Dunkin' Donut gift certificates. That's going to be the prizes. So please call in, because these are going to be fun questions. And interspersed with these fun questions, we're going to talk about just some tips around Valentine's, which we'll talk more about in a little bit.
All right.
And so the Silver Solutions radio show is sponsored by Right at Home. Getting older shouldn't mean giving up all the things we love to do. It should just mean finding new ways to do them. Right at Home's professional team thoughtfully selects caregivers to provide help with personal needs, housekeeping, meal preparation, and companionship. Our goal is to improve your quality of life each and every day. We provide the right care right at home. Call us today at 877-ELDER99. That's 877-353-3799.
And those of you that want to call in and answer the trivia questions and win a prize, that call-in number is 847-931-1410. 847-931-1410. Please call in.
And who doesn't like Valentine's Day?
That's right. Who doesn't like Valentine's Day?
In fact, we love Valentine's Day, I hope.
I don't know. Valentine's Day is really hard for a lot of people because they're dealing with loss.
Yeah.
That is true.
And the loneliness. And that's one of the big topics about seniors, is that it's an epidemic, loneliness.
And, we see that and we deal with that every day, don't we?
Yeah, because that's why we know how valuable our caregivers are, is they're not there just to, help remain independent. It helps with companionship and, bringing joy to an individual's life.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Don't they say like loneliness is also you think about all the bad habits we have that shorten our life. Loneliness is actually takes years off our life if we sit in loneliness for many years. So this whole show is about like I say, we're going to do some trivia, and then we're going to do some tips. So when you think about your loved one, think about the folks in your family and who may be lonely at Valentine's Day. Then we're going to have some ideas of things to try. But first, we're going to try until someone calls in, we have to have willing participants here in the studio to answer these questions. So we'll start with you, Jeanette.
All right. I was watching Jeopardy yesterday, so
Okay.
I feel confident.
And I could be ready. Don't forget, hey, we might need your help. So 847-931-1410.
Thank
For
you.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Gift
Gift card,
certificates,
yep.
right. So statistically, a woman who purchases flowers on Valentine's Day is more likely to buy them for her significant other, her mother, herself, or her children. Which you think's the most popular answer there?
I have to say herself.
That's true.
Are you kidding me?
27%.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. That's followed by 23% buy them for their mother, 18% only. Third place is her significant other, and her children, 8%.
Wow, that blows my mind.
It blew my mind too. It really blew
You
my mind.
have flowers sent to yourself?
Flowers sent to yourself, isn't that
Well,
something?
you can pick them up at the store.
It makes you
Silver
feel
Solution
good, though.
audience,
Yeah.
Call in. Has anybody done that?
Yeah, if you've done it, let us know.
Yeah,
We'd love
please
to hear about it.
Please.
And if
We
you
would
haven't,
very
you
much
should.
love to
That's
know
what I
about it,
say.
yeah. So when you think about maybe your loved one that's a senior, and maybe let's say at their single family home or their assisted living apartment or wherever, retirement community, it's never too late to go in and kind of brighten up by decorating, do some Valentine's decorations at their place. What would be some good Valentine's decorations? It has to have hearts in it, right?
Yeah. Balloons.
Balloons are good. Yeah.
That's not the winning answer.
No, those are good. Those
Oh,
are all
those
good
okay.
tips.
Those
Those
that's
are good
just
tips.
okay.
Oh, I think that first you have to go in and help them take down the Christmas decorations.
Oh, really?
And then you can put up Valentine's
Then you
Day.
can put them up. Okay,
Yeah.
well, there you go. So, but something you never want to hurt. You think about your loved ones. You don't want to. We're always maybe human nature sometimes not to bring up things that we might make them feel bad. But in that effort, sometimes we miss an opportunity to ask them, to kind of dig into maybe reminiscing about this loved one that they may be missing for the holiday. And that might be a golden opportunity to pull out some photos or some love letters or some memories, old video, and just with them, kind of fondly remember this loved one. That might be very meaningful to them, although you might be, like I say, hesitant to do it because you think, well, that'll make them sadder, but sometimes it doesn't.
And
Yeah,
sometimes
sometimes
they just ask, like, what was their favorite Valentine's Day?
Yeah, your favorite one, yeah. And then that gets them started, yeah.
That's right. And a lot of people, I think, do that. They don't say anything because they're afraid of, bringing back those memories or having them miss that spouse or significant other that they had wonderful times with. But bringing good memories back could never be wrong.
Yeah. So one of the opportunities for those good memories would be you might find out a favorite place them and their spouse or significant other like to go out to eat, and maybe the whole family could just take the person out to eat at this place.
Absolutely.
For
Yeah, that's a great
Valentine's Day.
idea.
Something like that. Yeah.
Or you might find out that their favorite Valentine's Day wasn't even with their significant other.
Okay, could be.
Whoa.
Be.
I was thinking more of like the high school sweetheart. I wasn't thinking of anything else.
Oh, a high school. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
When you're younger. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. So let's have another trivia. We're gonna try. Jim, we'll try one on you. This is another one picks on women, so we'll see what your view. What percentage of Valentine's cards are purchased by women? 72%, 39%, 56%, or 85%?
I'm going to have to go with 85%.
That's true.
Yeah, that's what I would have said too.
Most women buy
Yeah. Well,
the cards.
ladies are emotional staple. And when they think of love, it's really love. Look at moms and their children.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
They are, God made women to love on others. So
that's true. Another good tip you might want to do with a loved one that's lonely is, we all have our favorite kind of romantic movies. Either of you three have a romantic movie that you like to think about? Like
I'm not good at that. What was that one in Seattle?
Sleepless
in Seattle, When Harry Met Sally, Roman Holiday.
You Got Mail.
Yeah.
Oh, You Got Mail was a good one.
Yeah.
What was the one with, I can't even think of it. I'm not good at this.
Casablanca.
My favorite one was when I was a child. It was that Romeo and Juliet when I was a child with Olivia Hussey. And, I can't remember what the guy's name was, but it was different than the most recent Romeo and Juliet.
It's a different one.
What was the one with the rich guy and the hooker that he fell in love with?
Trading Places.
Was that what it was?
Trading Places.
Who was in it?
No,
Who was in
Richard Gere and Julia
That's the
Roberts.
one.
Oh,
That was a good one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. Of course, on a good winter day, like
Yeah.
Dr. Shivago, that
Thank
was
you,
kind
Mark.
of a love story.
Oh, I was wrong.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
You were wrong?
That's right, yeah. So those, you never can go wrong with a good movie. Yeah, good movie. Yeah.
So, hey, let's ask our audience to ask us a question. 847-931-1410.
Yeah. So let's see. Mark, do you like mythology?
Not so much.
Yeah. Cupid, we all know
Yeah,
Cupid, the mischievous winged child who was associated with Valentine's Day. Any remembrance of who his mother was?
Cupid's mother?
Yeah, Cupid's
He had a mother?
Cupid had a mother.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'd have to say Venus, the goddess of love.
That's true.
Yeah.
Venus, the
Look at
goddess
that.
of love.
That's common sense.
Venus.
Mhm.
Yep.
Who was the father?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hercules?
Who was the
Yeah.
father? Oh, shoot. I read that somewhere. I'll have to think about that one a minute. The father of
Anybody know out there?
Cupid.
I don't
Cupid's
know.
father.
We have a phone call, so we can
I
find
know.
out.
Okay, let's find
let's
out.
go for it. Yeah.
So to hear the phones, slap your headsets on there, and we'll take this phone call at 847-931-1410. Jim's headset's not plugged in, but all right, let's take the question and see what we have on Silver Solutions Radio. Good morning.
Oh, good morning, everyone.
Hey,
I'm
good
laughing
morning.
listening to you all. And you know that movie, it's not Trading Places, it's Pretty Woman.
That's the one.
Pretty
A pretty
Woman.
woman.
Trading Places was with Eddie
That's
Murphy.
what it is.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Trading Places had Jamie Lee Curtis in it, didn't it?
Yeah, that's
There
a little
you
bit of a
go.
different movie
Oh.
there. Yeah, but they each had a prostitute in it, so.
Okay.
We need you on the show this morning. I guess you are on the show this morning.
Yes.
Do you guys
It's-
remember the movie No Reservations with Catherine Zeta-Jones?
Oh, yeah. That,
You know,
mhm.
my daughter and I were watching that movie years ago, and inside that movie, they had that old movie that they were watching. They had an old movie from the 30s or 40s, and we said, we want to see that one, and we got it out of the library, and it became one of our favorite movies outside Wuthering Heights.
Really? Wuthering
Yeah.
Heights. Wuthering
I can't
Heights.
remember the name of the movie.
I can't either. Don't remember it. Are you up for a trivia question?
Yeah, you know, you were asking about the father of Cupid. And I don't know, it
Yes.
seems like Zeus was the father of everybody, right?
Yeah,
he
sure
seemed
does,
to be.
yeah.
He got around.
Yeah.
yeah. Let's see. So, let's see. How many Valentine cards are sent every year? 500 million, 2 billion, 1 billion, or 10 billion? Any idea?
I think 2 billion.
Two, yeah. Actually, it's 1 billion.
Mm.
1 billion?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's second behind Christmas. Second
Second behind Christmas. That
yeah.
makes sense.
But that's still a lot of cards, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of cards.
Yeah.
That's it.
Cool.
And
Lot of
what's
cards.
neat is you're still a winner for Valentine's Day.
That's right. And if we could get off the air, get your
I love you
contact
guys. You're
info.
beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you for calling.
Yes,
Happy
thanks for listening to
Valentine's
Silver
Day,
Solutions
darling.
Radio.
Oh, thank you for being there. You just light up my day. You're so cute, all of you.
Cool.
All right, hang on the phone for a second, okay, and I'll get you information.
Okay, dear. Thank you.
All right, sure.
Thank you.
Now, another tip that that was suggested is like organize a fancy tea for your loved one with finger sandwiches and dressing up, whatever. But another thought come to mind, and y'all are going to have to help me, those that are native from here. Isn't there a tea room down?
A tea room?
A tea or it might did Marshall Fields or whatever, was there like a
Oh, the
restaurant?
Walnut Room.
Yeah,
in
the walk
Chicago.
that everybody
Yeah.
liked to go. That would be a
Everyone
nice
goes there for
place.
Christmas for sure.
It'd be nice to take your loved
Or
one
if
down.
you live in Elgin, just bring them to Al's Cafe. They have that whole upstairs. It's kind of so Victorian, kind of tea-ish. Or we know Blue
Al's.
Box Cafe if
Oh,
you're a Doctor Who fan.
Yeah, Doctor Who or Al's Cafe. So that's
Mhm.
two right here locally.
Yeah.
Blue Box
Mhm.
or Al's Cafe. There you
Is
go.
El Capone still open?
I don't think so. The Hideaway?
The Hideaway, yeah.
The
Yeah, I don't
Hideaway?
think so. I
Oh,
don't
That's a
know.
good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Haven't been paying attention.
And the other one that's open is Port Edwards still. And apparently they
Edwards.
have like this special thing in a skillet, like it's the trout in the skillet.
Mhm.
And apparently that's what Ernest Hemingway had when he came and visited.
In Port Edwards would be a great suggestion too.
Oh, that's a good
I
idea.
remember that one. I remember going there on a Valentine's Day.
Wow.
Yes, I do.
Oh, really?
yes. I'm trying to
Okay.
figure out which one it was.
Okay. So, let's see. Another interesting. Who created the first Valentine's Day box of chocolates? Was it Russell Stover, Louis the Fourth, Richard Cadbury, or Milton Hershey?
I can see the answer.
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
Okay. I won't say any.
Don't say.
Does anybody else know out there? 847-931-1410.
Yeah, we'll let that one hang a while.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll let one. If someone wants to call in with that answer, yeah, that'd be great. So,
You can't look.
Let's think about, how about a day trip? Let's see, something I really enjoyed with my, something we've lived here 20 years, never done until my new daughter-in-law came into town, and she really is into art. And we went down to the Art Institute of Chicago. We could have spent the whole day. We spent about half a day. That is a beautiful place if someone wants to.
And they have a restaurant there.
And they have a restaurant there. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Art Institute of Chicago is a great place to visit if you never have and you're into art.
That is true.
Yeah.
Another day trip could be running out this time of year to Galena.
Oh, yeah. To Galena.
Okay,
Yeah.
you get a little different topology out there. You get
hills.
some high hills and valleys and stuff like that. And there are some romantic places out there.
Yeah, that's a good thought. So let's see.
We're still looking for the answer on the chocolates. What was that again?
So who let me get
made the
who
first
created
box?
the
Yeah.
first Valentine's Day box of chocolates? Russell Stover, Louis IV, Richard Cadbury, or Milton Hershey? So if you know that answer, call in with it. So how about as far as when you think about your loved one that may be a little lonely, maybe something that they always talked about doing, like an art class or a cooking class or flower design, something that they always wanted to do but they never did. That might be a good thing, just to sign up you and them both for that new skill that they would like to learn.
Hey,
At the local senior center.
At the
the
local
local
senior
senior
Because they
center.
have so many activities there that people just aren't aware of, that don't, they're not plugged in, but all of those activities are there and everyone is so friendly.
Absolutely, and we have so many great people that work there. I'm thinking of Lynn at St. Charles Park District.
Yeah, Lynn.
I mean, we know
Yep.
Mary Stallings in
yeah.
Dundee.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, these places have so many things. I actually can't wait to start doing some of this stuff. I'm working too hard.
Oh, nice.
Working too hard. Yeah, or
I
ceramics.
don't want to go on one of those
Yeah.
trips.
Yeah. Oh, a trip. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so those are, and what's the benefit also of all that is socialization, getting out of the house and meeting people and not being home and being
Mhm.
lonely.
A lot of the times the seniors, the only person that they have is the person that comes and delivers Meals on Wheels.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only social interaction that a lot of people have. So,
Wow.
Yep.
yeah.
That's true. That's so true.
But thank God for those people.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they
'Cause
mean
it's
they're
all volunteers.
a
So,
lifeline. Yep.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So if someone wanted to volunteer to do something like that to make a difference, do they do it through senior services
Mhm.
or who they sign
Yep,
up
Senior
with?
Services is the vehicle that the state uses to disperse those funds for
Mhm.
Meals on Wheels.
So that would be a good thing to volunteer if you wanted to do that. Sure. Let's see another question. I'm going to ask y'all now. I'm going to hold the answer so you don't see it here. What
Kathy
kind of
knows I cheat.
what kind of flowers are traditionally given, Jim, on Valentine's Day?
Red roses.
There you go.
And
Red
they
rose.
have to be red. Why do they have to be red?
Well, I don't know. Why do
Because
they
red
have
symbolizes love.
love?
That's
Red,
right. The
love.
passion and fire of love.
That's
I
right.
was recently at Sanibel Island and they have a shell museum there.
Mm-hmm.
And they had all of these valentines that the sailors had made. I don't know if they made them themselves, but they were away and they sent them home to their sweetheart, and they were all intricately made of shells.
Wow, that would be
beautiful
cool.
designs. It's a
That would be
collectible item.
Mhm. Wow. Hey, you know what we need? We need a guy out there. We need a romantic guy
to call
to
in.
call in at 847-931-1410 and just tell us real quickly the favorite thing you've ever done on a Valentine's Day.
That's a good question.
Yeah,
Please
where's
call
Steve
in.
Thorne when we need him.
Oh,
Yeah.
no kidding.
Steve,
Hey,
you are a romantic, I have
he
to
is
say.
romantic. Yeah. So that number again is 847.
931-1410.
Yep, please
Well,
call.
We've got a person on the line.
Okay.
But I believe the phone was ringing before you asked for the romantic guy, so we can't
Oh,
guarantee
okay.
that it's going to be a romantic
Okay,
guy.
That's
okay.
okay.
Whoever it is, it could be. Yep.
So
Okay.
let's see who we have.
Okay.
Good morning. You're on Silver Solutions Radio.
Yeah, hi. I wanted to call back about the answer. Who invented the first chocolates?
Yes. Who was that?
Hershey.
Hershey.
Did you think of the Hershey Kiss? That's what I've been
Hershey
thinking
Kiss,
about.
I've
Yeah.
actually been to Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Wow.
And I saw the tour and everything. We have relatives up that way.
Did you
So-
enjoy it? Would you
Oh
recommend
yeah,
it?
oh yeah. Go do the tour. Go see it. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So, how about, since you're on the line, how about that second question that Jim just posed? Your most favorite thing you ever did for Valentine's, if you were willing to share. Yeah.
The favorite thing went to Valentine's Day. We went on a cruise.
Oh, where to?
It was a local cruise. It wasn't just on the boat.
Yeah, that's okay.
In Wisconsin, actually.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Yeah, excellent. Very good.
So
Was
the
Hershey
answer,
right?
We've been married a long time, so we're not.
That's okay.
Getting to go on a cruise is good, nice, no matter where it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Another one that kind of vies with Hershey for the first one is Richard Cadbury. You know, that was someone else.
Yeah,
that
the
was an early-
Cadbury bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Another one. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, and let us get your name and number offline so you can get the Dunkin' Donut gift card. We sure appreciate you calling in.
And
That's
this
a
time of
nice
year,
gift.
they have a
Thank you so much.
wonderful pink decorated heart. So you got to get a couple of those.
Thank you so much.
Okay, hang on for me
Happy
for just a second. I'll
Valentine's
get
Day.
your information.
You too. Everybody too.
I had a statistic about those roses, Jim, and I can't find it now. Let's see. Oh, shoot.
I remember who was it? That Bobby Vinton. The red roses for a blue lady. And isn't that like about the time now, like where Buddy Holly and the Big Bopper and all those that plane crashed? Isn't like this the time frame? Yeah,
Mark said
says
yes.
yeah.
Mark says yes, and
Yeah.
I would count on him.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
would know. Yeah.
So, any venture on online dating services? How many are there in the United States? 1,500, 2,500, 500, or 250?
Oh gosh.
That's for anybody.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to say 500.
500, 2,500.
Are you kidding?
That's a lot, isn't it?
That is a lot.
Online dating
Oh
services.
yeah, well, you know what? That's possible because I've seen shows on people trying to meet. What was that?
Bachelor or
Yeah, you have the Bachelor. You have people that try to match very famous people together.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so
The Millionaire Matchmaker.
exactly like
Yeah,
Millionaire
something like that.
Matchmaker.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would think
Yeah.
there's quite a few. In fact, there's probably a couple down the street from me. I just don't have to pay them.
There you So, sometimes if someone like is freshly lost maybe the love of their life, a holiday like Valentine's is really a trigger for powerful emotions. And just want to throw some ideas out there that maybe, this is maybe the first year you're having to go through this. And there's, first of all, there's no right or wrong way to, grieve at a holiday like Valentine's Day. Ignore all the rules. Don't listen to other people give you advice on what you should or shouldn't do. It's just whatever you feel, comfortable to do. And so ignore all the rules would be an advice there. And sometimes folks that are maybe more reflective, it'd be a good time of day to maybe take out a journal if you're into that and just write down, kind of just for your eyes only, some thoughts about your loved one that has recently passed in Valentine's Day. Or if you're musically inclined, maybe play some tunes that remind you. But that's always something that's meaningful, but it's just for you.
Or listen to favorite music.
Music, yeah, some favorite music that you both enjoyed, or do something to memorialize them. What would try to do? Think about what they would like to do and go do that thing that day.
Oh,
be
my
good.
wife would never go fishing.
She would never go fishing, so you don't think that would happen?
That
Jim?
wouldn't happen.
We have so many families that are suffering from the loss of one with Alzheimer's.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's so difficult
Yep.
because the individual is still alive, but
Mhm.
there's still such a great loss with that disease.
Right.
So, what's the suggestion on how to
That would-
honor that relationship?
I would think the best you can, maybe do something with them that you think that always held meaning to them, just in the outside chance that they're emotionally, they would connect with maybe what that is. But,
Yeah.
but don't have any expectations, but just maybe try it. Yeah. That would be a good one. Let's see another question. Let's see how we are. How many marriages take place every day in the United States? 60,000, 600,000, 600, or 6,000?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask like at Las Vegas in the Chapel of Love.
Oh,
well,
no.
half of them are probably done there.
Any idea on
Yeah,
that?
can I have the quantities again?
60,000, 600,000, 600, or 6,000? Every day.
Jeanette?
I don't know, 60,000.
I'd go 60.
Yeah, six, a little lower, 6,000.
You were
Only
kidding me. Only
6,000. Only
6,000?
6,000, yep. So that brings up another, how many folks are single in the United States? Something like 50% or something like that. Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. So see, it's different.
It's definitely different.
Different. Well, that you can still have a loved one that don't have to be married, right? Can be a
that's true.
interest, a love interest there or something. Yeah.
Yep.
That's true.
So this is a favorite trivia. If it, that I don't know if you've heard it on the radio already.
Mhm.
What animal will the Bronx Zoo let you name after your lover on Valentine's Day? A cockroach, a dove, a rabbit, or a butterfly?
One more time on that one.
What animal will the Bronx Zoo let you name after your lover on Valentine's Day? A cockroach, a dove, a rabbit, or a butterfly?
I'd say one of everyone, one of each.
Cockroach.
No way.
This is a real thing. yeah.
What?
Well, it is in the
cockroach.
Bronx. So
So there you go. If you want to go do something out there unusual, that would be it. I don't know how you
Oh, or like naming a star after someone, or yeah.
Maybe there's a website you can go to. I don't know. So we're about out of time there. Huh?
Yeah, we're just about done.
All right.
Good show, though. Fun questions.
Yeah, it was fun. It was entertaining.
They
Thanks for the
were.
phone calls.
Yeah.
Hey,
Thank
happy-
you for the phone calls.
yeah, happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Are you looking for a job where you are respected, trusted, and a part of a true team, kind of like us here? Becoming a right-at-home caregiver may be the job for you. Apply today at rightathome.net.
Today's show is being sponsored by Right at Home. Our customized care plans provide as much or as little help as your loved one requires, whether it's a bath, a lift to the doctor, or just around the house. Call us today at 877-ELDER99. It's 877-353-3799.
Wishing everybody a happy Valentine's Day, and stay tuned for the radio shopping show right here coming up next. See you next Tuesday. Oh, by the way, you're listening to WRMN AM 1410 and FM 96.7. See you next week on Silver Solutions Radio at 9:30.